EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time, think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now they'll come out now in an empty backfield. 5 receivers split out. 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He was brought down by Foyesonde Oluokun.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot. He just made my job a little tougher because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Dang.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
63, 63. Hey, 73, 73.
Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. A short throw there to Strange. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Lawrence hit him. The ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh? Worse? Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw here. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 27 yards. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Jaguars nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, center. Zach!
Down the right sideline. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught inside the 20. He's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts as time expires in the 1st half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So we hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Now they'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Now
7
Lawrence.
at the 15-yard line.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
3rd down and
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ralph, sink right.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. That's caught. It's strange.
That's bullshit, bro.
And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's another Jaguars
Sink right.
1st and goal.
He'll run with ETN. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Eagles' offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive of the 2nd half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession? Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
All right, let's go.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Goes to the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24 yards. And the Jaguars first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville.
Hey, attention, time.
They go play action with Lawrence. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
Here's Lawrence. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Sit down. We have time to sit down. Sit your butt down.
Second and 10.
Hey, easy. Route. Focus. Hot. Silver.
On play action, Lawrence. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking the momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Yards to go.
Sit down.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. A shotgun snap and again the ETN. No gain there on the play. And that's
Dominate, man.
with a 4th down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way to the football. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Dominate.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Throwing is Hurts. This one goes out right for Barkley. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Smith brings it in, going across the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 33.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the coach. Maybe you and I should turn that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess,
Sit down.
like how some of the snaps were run earlier, he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Lawrence. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And,
Stop.
okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Red on red. This side. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Hey,
Nolan Smith.
sit down.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long.
Easy. Route. Still.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence will throw. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. 2nd down and 6 now.
To Brenton Strange. A gain of 4. It's
Now Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hit on 3rd down.
Incomplete.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Yards to go.
Hey.
Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars first down.
To throw again is Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Sit down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Eleven. Sink right.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, this is the ideal situation in the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
And then Eagles first down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to